So what happens now?
Well, whatever it was unprecedented. I suppose we just hope Avery can get us some more information on it before we finish for today. First the shelter, and now this.
I'm sure it was just one of those pylons out by the ridge. I swear I saw one sparking a few weeks ago.
Wouldn't put it past Goldfield, but last time that happened it was connected to a disappearance.
Of course it was.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Do you think we should contact her?
I don't want to risk interrupting the audio feed from her bug if she's in the meeting. The information she can get there is far more important than investigating whatever's going on with an explosion.
What? I thought you guys were like defenders of the people or something. Doesn't that mean you should, I don't know, find out if people are safe or not? Tell them what to do?
It's not that simple. This has to take priority. The more we can find out about the missing people, the better. It's for the good of everyone in the city.
But people are relying on our help right now.
Stop fretting.
I could go out and do Avery's job for a bit. I know I haven't been here long, but I'm sure I can get the hang of it. It's just talking to people.
Absolutely not.
Come on, Marwin.
This isn't a joke. The safety of this entire thing relies on getting in and out of this place without attracting attention, and on Avery's reputation being clean enough with City Hall to prevent any questions from people who'd have us shut down or worse. I do not need another name on my list, least of all yours, because you thought you could help.
Marwin.
No. I understand what you want, but I can't let you. I've got to think about consequences.
Oh, so what happened to ever think about joining her earlier?
I meant with her, not chasing after her like... This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Look, we're back on air in a minute. We don't need this.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm going to look at the files now that the reader is out. That's if you're not going to need me.
Grace. Damn it.
It was probably nothing, but...
But?
I can't call myself a researcher if I didn't make sure it isn't something.
I thought you were a doctor.
Close enough. They didn't actually give me my PhD.
What?
Anyway, I've got to check this out. You must understand that there are odd things going on. I'll call Jane if I need anything else from you.
But you don't know where it is or anything.
If it really is something sinister, I don't think they'd be broadcasting its location to everyone. Can't hurt to check though. Maybe they'll have some sort of explanation. If you check the local channel, you have radio, of course?
Yeah, on the shelf by the front door.
Good. All right then.
We hope everyone is safe following what appears to be an explosion somewhere in the city, cause so far unidentified.
Thomas, have you heard this station before?
Like I said before our shelter message, we hope to get you information on this event as soon as possible, particularly regarding the origins of this incident, whether it is an industrial accident due to neglect or something similar, or more dangerous. We advise you to stay calm, check on family members and friends, and stay as far away from the source of the accident as possible.
Oh yeah, they're called Canaries. I don't really know much about them, just that it's like two people acting like there's some sort of missing person conspiracy, which doesn't seem that unbelievable now.
I see. They do news too.
I think so.
They could be useful. I wonder if there's a way to contact them. Did you find anything?
No, unsurprisingly.
It can't be hard to track down an explosion, though. And these people, the wire canaries. I need to go.
You've learnt nothing.
Maybe not. Apart from the existence of some potential allies. And if there's someone giving out information, there's likely going to be someone out there looking for it.
Sure, whatever.
Like I said.
Jane will let me know if you want to talk again.
Right.
This is yours?
Of course. Might be handy.
Next week. Of course, I'll be there. Now, I should really go see if they need any help over there. Lucky it's not your problem anymore. Right, I guess this is now an investigatory audio log. I know you can't hear me, Marwin, but I'm making no apologies for the death of your labelling system. Because I can't read them anyway, and something just actually exploded. Like, really exploded. People are looking out their windows and stuff, but I don't hear any sirens. Not even the fire department, which is weird. I'm going to follow where I think the sound came from, around the western edge, starting near the industrial park. I don't think avoiding law enforcement is going to be a problem here, if they're really ignoring it. But I guess that meeting's renewed Walker's willingness to vouch for me, so we should be good if someone doesn't like me being around there. Sometimes, actually, a lot of the time, I really wish we had a car. Finally it actually appears. What the hell is blowing up all the way out here? Oh, right, so I arrived at the industrial estate a few hours ago, by my watch, and I acted as usual. Tried not to draw attention. I checked out all the warehouses I could get to without breaking more than one law. Nothing. Then some twitchy guy on his smoke break pointed me behind this ridiculously big stretch of just plain concrete. Said that it looked like one of the corners was involved in a cave-in. He was far too nervous for it just to be that, but it's your job to speculate, not mine. So, I'm over here now. I mean, that guy was right. It does look like it just collapsed in on itself. I'll take some pictures. It's great that we finally have someone else to look at these. I'm walking down now to check it out, because I'm pretty sure this isn't all the damage that could have resulted from a sound like that. Right, got to move some rubble. This'll be fun.
Dahlia Stack is the most recent disappearance in the string of 8 over the past 5 years, reported missing on the 8th of March this year. Aged 35, she worked at the Newson Bakery opposite Park Square near the Ridge. A week prior to the missing person report being filed, on the 1st of March, she left her place of work in the late afternoon with the intention of having 2 weeks' holiday to help her stepmother at one of the farms in the southeastern agricultural area. However, she didn't make it there. Our investigations following the disappearance suggest that she was forcibly removed from her home anywhere between the evening of the 2nd and the early morning of the 3rd. The scene was constructed to look like a burglary, and it was reported as such to the police on the afternoon of the 8th by a friend of Dahlia's from the bakery. Our own investigations after the report found that, among other minor things, she had completed a course in international relations as a student. This is notable and may have been a contributing factor to her disappearance, as something similar to this is shared between a few of the missing. We'll return shortly. Grace?
Water.
Thank you.
Have you heard from her?
No.
Obviously she can look after herself, but I'd hate to think.
I'm worried too.
Oh.
I owe her a lot. She's still coming through on the audio log, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Couldn't we, listen in on it? Or even broadcast it? See if we can get someone out there to find if she's alright.
Sadly not. Technical limitations. We can only put her through to one channel at a time, and I really do not need to be risking losing important conversations.
If she really is investigating the explosions, there'll be no important conversations, and the sooner we find out what's going on, the better.
It's way too dangerous. If someone malicious is listening, recognises Avery's voice, and raises the alarm, not only could that end the show, it could very well mean the end of her life.
You really think if someone who wanted to hurt the Wire Canaries listened to it, you'd still be here after all this time?
Maybe. I'm the only voice on here, apart from you now, and I don't leave. Avery's risking far more danger to herself.
Fine, but that's all more reason we should do something. We can help her. Think about what would happen if we could have acted but didn't. And it put her out of action for good. The consequences.
All right. On in a minute 20. But if she says anything at all that could put this operation in danger, I'm pulling her off immediately. No question.
You're the boss.
Glad you agree.
You were really on your own for over 12 hours every day for years? Never leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Not being able to see too. I mean, when I listened, I didn't think you were...
You've said.
I know I didn't actually listen for long before I came here, but...
Wait, you didn't?
Not really. I found out about you guys a couple of months ago and listened most days until I came here. Now I don't need to turn on the radio to hear you.
I'm flattered. I just assumed you'd been a bit more familiar with us before coming here.
Well, I really like what you do, and I really do want to help. I didn't see any reason not to.
And has it been what you expected so far?
Mostly, yeah, I guess.
Huh.
I didn't expect anything to blow up, though.
I don't think anyone did. Anyways, we're back in 3, 2, 1.
I see. This isn't going to get me anywhere. Good evening. This is so tedious. How hard could it possibly be? If anyone would talk. Wonder if that radio station managed to get any more information.
Wire Canaries are back. That was Red Line. Now, we have a request for you listeners. Our friend has potentially gotten herself into some trouble. If you take a listen to this audio she sent us and help us locate her so we can continue our work here with no problems, that would be highly appreciated.
Okay, so this definitely doesn't look like it was an accident. Now I'm in, I think it's pretty clear that the place has got blown up to collapse the entrance. The place must cover the area of the concrete above ground. From what I can tell, this corridor isn't ending soon. I couldn't possibly check all these rooms, but I'll take a few more pictures, don't worry. I mean, it's not even apparently that interesting. Most of the place has been gutted, only a few desk chairs and cabinets now. But why bother hiding this place in the back of the semi-derelict industrial estate, when it looks like every office building in the city? It doesn't make much sense. It feels weird, but you get no proof from just looking at it, separated from its context. Guess I really have got to look through filing cabinets. At least I'm not the one that's going to have to transcribe anything I find now.
The industrial estate. I was on the right track at least. Isn't too far from here. I wonder... Yes, surely if they're researching, we'd both benefit from a collaboration.
That's all we have from her, unfortunately, and that's it from us today due to unforeseen circumstances. Apologies for our abrupt ending. Hopefully tomorrow will be less disruptive. It's 4 minutes to 9, and this is Wire Canaries ending our broadcast. Stay safe, Mellangate. Wire Canaries is a monthly amateur podcast written, performed and edited by 4 college students from the east of England. Listen to episodes on most major podcast services and find us on social media at wirecanariespodcast for more information about the show. If you enjoyed it, please consider rating us. And lastly, special thanks to our